This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Don't worry about it, baby.
And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Oh, that was sweet.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Taylor. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A give to Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Here's Rodgers to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. That's returnable now for Smith. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Rashawn Gary. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
Philip Dorsett by himself. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Philip Dorsett, 91 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll They'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. The give is to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
It's complete. It's Miller. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, it's Brady. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Brady now on first down. And he's able to find Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Again, it's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, 38 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try now for Succop. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Running on first down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second down, back to Fournette. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Here's Bernard. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Near the sideline, and it's caught by Miller. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is out of bounds here. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Brady's going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And Brady will sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers flushed out right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 32 on the play. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw left side complete. That's Howard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Brady going to look to throw. And he's got Dorsett complete. There he goes left side. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Philip Dorsett taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 24. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On first down, Rodgers. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Rodgers again now. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.